Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harold, and in today's video, just going to be going over the trade that I took today, and we were able to pass our eval off of this trade, so I want to talk about it. I thought it was a really good trade, especially in the morning when I was journaling it, but honestly, looking at it now, it wasn't like anything super crazy. Like I thought this was like super A++ setup, but looking at it now, it wasn't anything super crazy, but it was a really good setup. So what I was looking at was, so first, price was opening completely outside of previous day value area low. These are our value areas. Price was opening all the way down here at 74.30s. So we were completely out of this area, and there was no way that we were gonna take a trade in this area today. To me, like, it just wasn't gonna happen. And even if it was possible, it would have been way later in the day where I wouldn't have been here for the trade. But I had a separate idea just because we were actually opening outside or right above of the weekly value area high. Although I used the daily volume profiles, I also used the weekly or the previous week volume profiles. So in this case, we were in a situation where we were able to use the previous week volume profile. So I was using the weekly value area high, which is this blue line over here. And my plan was pretty simple. I was looking to either long if price was able to hold above here, or short if price was able to break below. Now coming into the market open, right, if you look at the 4-hour chart, price was trending down pretty hard, right? It was selling off pretty aggressively. We didn't see a single green candle here. So we didn't really see much aggression from the buyer step in. So my plan, I thought, would be we might get a bounce here. We might get a bounce here and retest somewhere in this zone, right? And for me, I want to take advantage of that bounce and target these areas. So like the 74.76 area, or even here the 74.68 area, right? I would like to target, but if we break down here and we sell off and then we come down to retest like this, then I was willing to take a trade at this level right here as well, taking a short, targeting these lows right here, like the 73.98s, or this volume, high volume node at 73.70s. Regardless of that, we ended up taking a trade long because price was able to hold these levels. If you take a look, my profit target was really small. I only needed 12 more points. I needed about 1.2k to be able to pass the eval. So I only needed around 12 points to be able to pass the eval, and we were able to get that in 2 minutes. This trade played out in 2 minutes, right? But let's say that I didn't have a cap. Like, let's say I didn't have a cap on my profit target, and my true profit target would have been this 74.62 area, which if I wasn't doing an eval, it would have been the 74.62 area. That would have been an easy 30-point trade. Easy, right? We hold the level twice and we just run up with no selling. So in that sense, that's why I thought that the trade was really good. But if we go back into the confirmations here, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just a normal trade. So the left side, as always, is the 5-minute chart. The right side is our 2-minute chart. Just looking at the 5-minute chart first, you could see what I labeled here, that we had sellers get absorbed, completely absorbed, and ran back up, right? So price attempted to break below the weekly value area high with increased volume, right, from 34,000 lots to 41,000 lots. And then normally we look for that next decrease in volume on the next candle, right? And the shift in delta as well. But we didn't need to see those confirmations because we already saw that there is a form of selling absorption here. And we had aggressive buyers step in here already. If you look here on the 2 minute now, we see an increase in volume from 11,000 lots to 7,000 lots, a negative 7% delta, and then on the next candle we get that decrease in volume and the shift in delta from negative 7 to positive 2.42. So this is our confirmation checklist: increase volume, absorption, right? So increase volume, absorption or exhaustion, shift in delta, decrease in volume doesn't happen. We don't need it on the 5 minute here. But on the next on the next chart here on the 2 minute, increase volume, we get the absorption slash exhaustion right here. We get the shift in delta, we also get the decrease in volume from 17,000 to 15,000 lots. I ended up entering on this pullback over here, right? So we also get a reclaim of our structure. So something that is really important for me when I'm taking reversals is, if we get this down move, are we able to reclaim it? And we reclaim it aggressively and we start holding above our level again. We see aggressive buyers, but selling taking over. So to me, that was my entry signal. But looking at it now, like I said, I feel like this wasn't the best entry signal, but we had enough confirmations to be able to take the trade in this section over here. Regardless of our entry, we had all the proper confirmations to be able to take this trade long. And yeah, we ended up hitting our target very, very quickly because we only needed 12 points. But even if we weren't going for this short target and we were going for that full target at the 60s over here, after this pullback, you'd see that our target was hit immediately. Our target would have been right here, right? The true target if I wasn't on my funded account. So just looking at the TradeZilla stats, it took me about 2 weeks to complete this eval. Did not really have a good start last week, but we kind of picked it back up. We ended up blowing one account, right? So we blew an account that it only had about $600 worth of drawdown. So on Monday we blew it. And then I already had another account, but this account also was in about $700 of drawdown. And I only had about 1.3 max loss limit until that account was blown as well. But it didn't get blown, right? We lost a little bit on it, but we completely recovered it, right? Last Thursday, last Friday, and then yesterday and today. So a mistake that I did make is that you guys see here we have this P&L of $34. Pretty much what happened was I set my target for 12 points. And what I realized literally as price was hitting my target was that I needed about $25 more, or maybe like one more tick worth of profit, because I wasn't accounting for commissions. So if I exited the trade off of a $1,200 win, I would have needed like $7 more in my account because commissions took out about $7 of commissions. So I ended up just entering the trade right away after I hit my TP, and it kind of made me sweat because I was like, oh wait, like what if we completely just reverse here? But I did have trust in my analysis that we would move higher, and we got the extra $30-$40 that we needed to enter to be able to pass the account. So yeah, that is it for the video. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on the funded account, or the eval that I was doing. So starting next Monday, we will be working on a new funded account. Finally, I feel like I'm gaining some traction again because I had a terrible month last month. But things are looking up. Things are looking up again. And I'm feeling more and more confident as the days go by. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video or if it helped in any way, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.